Please, you spell Albert C.
Yeah,
Was there a fight? Was there?
you missed it.
It was cash transfer.
Yeah.
Money changed hands.
Here, I have an extra.
My little pen box there.
I just need a second to log in. For anyone who's standing in the back, there's still a couple extra seats. There's seats out front. You're good. Is the table ready? Ready? Okay. Federico, you ready? Yeah. All right, I'll call this meeting to order. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So welcome, everybody, and we are going to start off with swearing in. And we have Justice Mary Faith Westervelt here to swear the various newly elected officials in. So come on forward, Mary Faith, and who do you want to have go first?
Yeah.
I know that was coming.
Raise your right hand. I, your name,
I, Amber Brock Williams,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will uphold the Constitution of the United States of America,
I will uphold the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
the provisions of the Shelter Island Town Code,
the provisions of the Shelter Island Town Code,
and I will faithfully discharge my duties
and I will faithfully discharge my duties
as town supervisor
as town
to
supervisor
the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
More council persons, do you want to do them individually? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, whoever wants to go first, come on, let's go.
You'll go. Just go around.
Raise your right hand. I, your name,
I, Margaret Larson,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will uphold the Constitution of the United States of America,
that I will uphold the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
the provisions of the Shelter Island Town Code,
the provisions of the Shelter Island Town Code,
and I will faithfully discharge my duties
and I will faithfully discharge my duties
as town councilor
as town councilor
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. Ready?
Yeah.
I, your name,
I, Liz Hanley,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will uphold the Constitution of the United States of America,
that I will uphold the Constitution of the United States of
the
America,
Constitution of the State of New York,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the provisions of the Shelter Island Town Code,
and the provisions of the Shelter Island Town Code,
and I will faithfully discharge my duties
and I will faithfully discharge my duties
as town councilor
as town councilor
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Shelby's next.
Okay, Shelby, raise your right hand. I, your name,
I, Shelby Mundy,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will uphold
that I will uphold
the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the United States of
the
America,
Constitution of the State of New York,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
the provisions of the Shelter Island Town Code,
the provisions of the Shelter Island Town Code,
and I will faithfully discharge my duties
and I will faithfully discharge my duties
as town clerk
as town clerk
for the town of Shelter
for
Island
the town of Shelter Island
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
No one at the table. All right,
Ready?
keep it short, man.
I state your name.
I, Kenneth Lewis,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will uphold
that I will uphold
the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the United States of
the
America,
Constitution of the State of New York,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
the provisions of the Shelter Island Town Code,
the provisions of the Shelter Island Town Code,
and I will faithfully discharge my duties
and I will faithfully discharge my duties
as Highway Superintendent
as Highway Superintendent
for the town of Shelter Island
for the town of Shelter
to
Island
the best of my
to
ability.
the best of my ability,
So help me God.
so help me God.
You did it.
Appreciate it. I just want to take a moment. We have a couple of special guests in the audience. We have County Executive Ed Romaine, who came out to. So, County Legislator Greg Jarosky. And I just want to take a few minutes. I want to I want to thank everybody, as I'm sure the newly sworn in people do, thanking everyone for this past election and, putting us in office. I'm very excited about this year. I think we're going to have a great year. We're going to get a lot done. We're going to work together. We've got a lot to look forward to and a lot to work on. So I'm excited. Now we'll move on to our agenda. And Liz,
All
you're
right.
sitting in the hot seat and you get to start off your very first meeting.
Okay, so resolution 2026-1, resolve that pursuant to resolution 450 from November 18th, 2025, that the regular meetings of the town board of the town of Shelter Island will be held at 6 p.m. in the Shelter Island Town Hall, 38 North Ferry Road, Shelter Island, New York, on the following dates: January 5th and 12th, February 2nd and 23rd, March 16th, April 6th and 27th, May 18th, June 8th and 29th, July 20th, August 10th and 31st, September 21st, October 19th, November 9th, December 7th and 21st of 2026. And be it further resolved that pursuant to resolution 478 from December 22nd, 2025, that the work sessions of the town board of the town of Shelter Island will be held at 9 a.m. in the Shelter Island Town Hall, 38 North Ferry Road, Shelter Island, New York, on the following dates: January 6th, 13th, and 27th, February 3rd, 10th, and 24th, March 3rd, 10th, 17th, 24th, and 31st, April 7th, 14th, 21st, 28th, May 5th and 12th, June 2nd, 9th, 16th, 23rd, and 30th, July 7th, 14th, 21st, and 28th, August 4th, 11th, 18th, and 25th, September 1st, 15th, 22nd, and 29th, October 6th, 20th, and 27th, November 10th, 17th, and 24th, and December 1st, 8th, and 15th, 2026. So moved.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Be it resolved that the supervisor is hereby authorized to temporarily invest town funds not needed for the immediate expenditure and certificates of deposit or special time deposit accounts in banks or trust companies of this state for highway, general, and federal funds. And be it further resolved that Chase Bank shall be the official depository for general, highway, and federal funds. And be it further resolved that Supervisor Amber Brock Williams, Councilwoman Margaret Larson, and Elizabeth Hanley, and Councilman Benjamin Diet and Albert Dixon of the Town of Shelter Island are hereby authorized to sign documents, including checks, for the Town of Shelter Island. And be it further resolved that Judy Merringer, Barbara Bloom, and Ashley Sandwald are hereby authorized to make transfers of town funds amongst designated banks. So moved.
Second, all in favor?
Discussion real quick?
Sure.
Well, really point of clarification, because in 2024, we changed the rule that, and we made it a requirement for 2 signatures on every check. Just wanted to point that out.
Yeah, I'm not
I
sure.
think it changes unless you.
Yeah, I mean, we can
Change that.
Yeah, I think it still stands, and also the bank is requiring, like, they're been notified to know it, so.
Okay, just wanted to make sure everybody know that one person can't sign a check.
Good point. Yes, we strengthened internal accounting controls. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Resolved that pursuant to Town Law, Section 6411, the Shelter Island Reporter is hereby designated as the official newspaper for the Town of Shelter Island for the year 2026. So moved.
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2026-4, resolve that town officials and employees will be reimbursed subject to audit at the rate of 72.5 cents per mile for the mileage on town business for the year 2026, and be it further resolved that town officials and employees will be reimbursed subject to audit for actual and necessary expenses incurred attending training programs and professional meetings which will enhance their job skills. And be it further resolved that a request by a town employee or official for such meetings or travel must first receive approval of the town supervisor. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2026-5, whereas the Association of Towns annual training meeting is to be held in New York City on February 15th through the 17th, 2026, and whereas it is required by the Association of Towns to register persons who anticipate attending the meeting in New York City on February 2026, and whereas certain town officials have expressed their desire to attend said meeting, and whereas Supervisor Amber Brock Williams is hereby authorized to represent the Town of Shelter Island in voting in the association meeting, and whereas Councilwoman Margaret Larson is hereby designated as voting alternative, now therefore be it resolved that the daily meals and incidentals allowance is hereby set at $80 per day per official, and be it further resolved that the transportation allowance for town officials is hereby set at $31 for each way per official per bus fare and $1.63 for each way per official for ferriage. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
All right. Resolution 2026-6, whereas pursuant to Resolution 359 from June 8th, 2001, the town board authorized eligible employees who wish to waive their rights to medical insurance coverage provided by the Town of Shelter Island by applying in writing. And whereas applications have been filed by Jennifer Bernowski, Stanley Birnbaum, Barbara Bloom, Kelly Brochu, thank you, Albert Dixon, Marissa Finelli, Joe Fenora, Judy Merringer, Michael Mitchell, Shelby Mundy, Emily Needham, Jeff Schroeder, and Mary Faith Westervelt. Now therefore be it resolved that the town board hereby approves the payment of salary compensation to the aforementioned applicants for the year 2026. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2026-7. Be it resolved that the Town of Shelter Island hereby establishes the following as the standard work days for elected and appointed officials, and will report the following dates work to the New York State and local employees retirement system based on the record of activities maintained and submitted by these officials to the clerk of this body. And then it just lists the different positions and the amount of hours of their standard workday is going to be reported as. So moved.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
It's available on the,
Yes. Thank you. Whereas the town of Shelter Island has established a town of Shelter Island purchasing policy and procedures, which was effective, approved, and adopted on April 7th, 2025, and whereas said policy must be reviewed annually, and whereas the town board has reviewed the aforementioned policy and found no amendments are necessary at this time, now therefore be it resolved that said policy dated April 7th, 2025 is hereby approved and adopted for the year 2026. So moved.
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2026-9. Whereas pursuant to Resolution 3 from January 10, 2023, the town board adopted an investment policy for the town of Shelter Island, and whereas said policy has been reviewed and found that no amendments are necessary at this time, now therefore be it resolved that said policy dated January 10, 2023 is approved and adopted for the year 2026. So moved.
Second.
I was going to say discussion.
Yeah, I just had a quick item in reviewing this. It looks like this investment policy is from 2006, and it does need an update specifically in Part 6, internal controls. It speaks to an internal control structure set forth by the supervisor, which I think needs to be included in the body of the document. And I think honestly, the whole thing just needs a refresh. There's some, yeah. So I just would like to put that on the town board's agenda for this year.
Okay. If there's no more discussion, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Resolution number 10, whereas Section 2910 of the New York State Town Law requires the town supervisor to prepare and file with the town clerk within 30 days after the expiration of the fiscal year an annual financial report accounting for all monies received and dispersed by the supervisor. And whereas Section 2910A of the New York State Town Law provides that in lieu of preparing that report, the town board may determine by resolution that the supervisor shall submit to the town clerk a copy of the annual financial report required to be filed with the New York State Comptroller pursuant to Section 30 of General Municipal Law, and that the submission to the town clerk shall correspond to any extension granted by the state controller. And whereas the town board finds that utilizing the annual financial report submitted to the New York State Comptroller promotes efficiency, consistency, transparency, and compliance with state reporting requirements. Now therefore be it resolved that the town board hereby determines that in lieu of preparing the separate annual financial report required by Section 2910, the town supervisor shall submit to the town clerk within the time period prescribed in Section 30 of the General Municipal Law a copy of the annual financial report filed with the New York State Comptroller. So moved.
Second?
Discussion. What is the difference between the two?
The difference between,
That the supervisor is required to accounting for all monies, but how is that different from the actual financial report, the order?
the annual financial report is something that's required to be filed with the state.
Right,
And so that is a New York State requirement that we have to do it within a certain day, but then we are allowed extensions. And then there's also the outside independent audit that we're subject to.
okay,
So we close the books preliminarily, we file this report. If there are amendments later, then they will get updated and amended as needed, depending on how the audited numbers come out.
okay, all right.
If there's no further discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried.
Resolution 2026-11 resolves that Councilwoman Margaret Larson is hereby appointed to serve as Deputy Supervisor for the year 2026 to be paid as per the 2026 budget. So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
I'm
Aye.
not sure she could second it. I'll second.
Well, I have to be willing to do the job, so you have to approve it in some fashion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
All right. Be resolved that the Chief of Police, James J. Reed Jr. is hereby appointed to serve as Emergency Management Coordinator for the year of 2026. So moved.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Resolved that Kenneth Lewis is hereby appointed to serve as Commissioner of Public Works for the year 2026 to be paid as per the 2026 budget. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2026-14, resolved that Jack Teelberg is hereby appointed to serve as EMS Director for the town of Shelter Island for the year 2026 to be paid as per the 2026 budget. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2026-15, resolved that Supervisor Amber Brock Williams, Councilwoman Margaret Larson, and Elizabeth Hanley, and Councilman Albert Dixon and Benjamin Diet are hereby appointed to serve as police commissioners for the year 2026. So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2026-16, resolved that Shelby Mundy is hereby appointed to serve as the Registrar of Vital Statistics and Records Management Officer, and that the town board hereby accepts the town clerk's appointments of Linda Cass to serve as Deputy Town Clerk and Deputy Registrar of Vital Statistics, and Robert Mazzaferro to serve as the Deputy Clerk and Sub-Registrar of Vital Statistics. All said appointments are due for terms to run conterminously with the term of the town clerk. Town clerk, so moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2026-17, be it resolved that Alexandra Hakeem is hereby appointed to serve as Town Social Worker for the town of Shelter Island for the year of 2026 to be paid at a rate of $54.48 per hour for 12 hours per week, plus additional hours devoted to the Suffolk County Opioid Grant Program at $54.48 per hour, and reimbursed by the Suffolk County Opioid Grant. So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Resolved that the town board hereby accepts the town supervisor's appointment of Judy Maringer to serve as confidential secretary to the supervisor for the year 2026 to be paid as per the 2026 budget. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2026-19, resolved that Blanca Frausto is hereby appointed to serve as tax receiver clerk and Spanish translator for the year 2026 to be paid as per the 2026 budget. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2026-20, resolved that the town board hereby accepts the highway superintendent's appointment of Amber Wilson to serve as exempt secretary to the superintendent of highways and commissioner of public works for 40 hours per week for the annual salary of $71,750 retroactively to January 2nd, 2026, with a probationary period of 26 weeks. So moved.
Discussion?
Second.
Second and first.
Second first.
Second.
And discussion.
Discussion. I would like to move that we move this to next week. I would love the opportunity to consult with our labor attorney in a executive session about this transition.
I would like to pass it now because we've already done that.
I can agree with that, Liz.
Yeah, we've had these conversations with the,
I haven't had the conversations, so I don't feel comfortable. I want to be able to ask, but I recognize, so, but I hear what you're saying.
okay. I mean, I had the same questions.
Yeah, I just haven't had an opportunity to ask them. Yeah.
I was like, what? No.
Yeah.
We do have a conversation scheduled with Labor Council tomorrow during executive session.
I would love to be able to have the opportunity to have the conversation before I vote. I'm sure you can understand that.
4 of us are ready to go.
3.
3?
Yeah, because
Who's?
Albert said that he agrees with Liz.
Oh, you did? I thought that was the opposite. Okay. Whatever you want to do.
I'm good with passing it tonight.
Good, Donna. I had my questions answered.
Right, so all in favor? Aye.
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 Opposed?
I'm going to abstain. I don't have enough
Abstain.
information.
Motion carries.
Resolution 2020,
21 is,
oh, my bad.
Sorry, no worries. Resolution 2026-21, resolve that Marissa Finelli and Lorraine Meehan are hereby appointed to serve as custodial aides for the year 2026 to be paid at the rate of $27 per hour. So moved.
Second?
all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2026-22, be resolved that Debbie Brewer and Tracy Gibbs are hereby appointed to serve as part-time town custodians for the year of 2026 to be paid at a rate of $29 per hour. So moved.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Resolved that David Clark is hereby appointed to serve as Safety and Training Officer for the Shelter Island Highway Department for the year 2026. So moved.
Second,
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
resolution 2026-24. Resolved that Tracy Gibbs and Catherine Rasmussen are hereby appointed to serve as detention attendants for the year 2026 to be paid at the following rate schedule. For the first 2 hours of, or any part thereof, at a rate of $50 per hour. For each additional hour at a rate of $25 per hour. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2026-25. Resolved that Jared Hamilton is hereby appointed to serve as detention attendant at a rate of $54.11 per hour from January 1, 2026 through July 14th, 2026, and a rate of $55.73 per hour from July 15th, 2025 through December 31st, 2026. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2026-26, resolved that Bo Payne is hereby appointed to serve as a detention attendant for the year 2026 to be paid at the rate of $65.07 per hour. So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2026-27, be resolved that Amanda Hunt is hereby appointed to serve as detention attendant for the year of 2026 to be paid at a rate of $36.28 per hour. So moved.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Resolved that John Mahoney is hereby appointed to serve as a part-time Marine Patrol Officer for the year 2026 to be paid at a rate of $36 per hour. So moved.
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
resolution 2026-29. Resolved that Jenny Zoller is hereby appointed to serve as detention attendant for the year 2026 to be paid at a rate of $20.45 per hour. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2026-30, resolved that Reed Karen is hereby appointed to serve as fire marshal for the year 2026 to be paid as per the 2026 budget. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2026-31, resolved that Charles Kraus and Gregory Raymond are hereby appointed to serve as on-call as-needed maintenance mechanics for the home improvement / residential repair program for the year 2026 to be paid at the rate of $27.25 per hour. So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Be resolved that Michael Ciccarelli and Andrew Chapman, John Cronin, and Thomas Cronin are hereby appointed to serve as laborers for the home improvement residential repair program from the year of 2026 to be paid at a rate of $27.25 per hour. So moved.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Resolved that Karen Bennett, Mark Capolino, Donna Cass, Angela Corbett, John Cronin, Lori DePoto, Frank Emmett, Heather Fandora, Heather Lee, and Jean Woods are all hereby appointed to serve as AAA drivers for the year 2026 to be paid at a rate of $25.72 per hour. So moved.
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
resolution 2026-34. Resolved that Donna Cass and Donna King are hereby appointed to serve as part-time therapeutic activities workers for the year 2026 to be paid at a rate of $25.72 per hour. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2026-35, resolve that Loretta Finelli is hereby appointed to serve as Senior Citizen Aide 2 for the year 2026 to be paid as per the 2026 budget. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2026-36, resolved that Donna Cass is hereby appointed to serve as a part-time senior office assistant for the year 2026 to be paid as per the 2026 budget. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2026-37, be it resolved that Karen Bennett, Mark Capolino, Donna Cass, Angela Corbett, John Cronin, Lori DePoto, Frank Emmett, Heather Fundora, Heather Lee, Gerard Siller, and Janine Woods are all hereby appointed to serve as enhanced mobility drivers for the year of 2026 to be paid at a rate of $25.72 per hour. So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Resolved that Angela Corbett and Heather Lee are hereby appointed to serve as bus drivers for the senior center for the year 2026 to be paid at a rate of $25.72 per hour. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2026-39, resolved that Lori DePoto and Heather Lee are hereby appointed to serve as CDL drivers for the senior center for the year 2026 to be paid at a rate of $30 per hour. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2026-40, resolve that Allison Binder is hereby appointed to serve as food service worker for the year 2026 to be paid at a rate of $20.49 per hour. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Oh, did you?
No, I was getting started on the next one. I'm so excited. Resolution 2026-41, resolve that Angela Corbett is hereby appointed to serve as an on-call as-needed cook for the year 2026 to be paid at the rate of $25.92 per hour. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2026-42, be it resolved that Kelsey Lukmansky is hereby appointed to serve as Assistant Recreational Leader for the year 2026 to be paid as per the 2026 budget. So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Resolve that Debbie Brewer, Kate Davidson, and Katie Potter are hereby appointed to serve as Assistant Recreation Leaders for the year 2026 to be paid at a rate of $24.89 per hour. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2026-44, resolved that Kyle Burns is hereby appointed to serve as Assistant Recreation Leader for the year 2026 to be paid at a rate of $21.89 per hour. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2026-45, resolve that the following persons are hereby appointed to serve as fit aides for the year 2026 to be paid at an hourly rate as follows. Debbie Brewer, Peter Medema, and Katie Poller at $21.15 per hour. Trent Firestein at $20.14 per hour. Alexandra Binder at $19.74 per hour. Michael Colligan at $18.07 per hour. And Kyle Burns at $18.61 per hour. So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Motion carried.
Resolution 2026-46, resolve that Corey Cass is hereby appointed to serve as a recreation aide for the year 2026 to be paid at the rate of $21.15 per hour. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Be resolved that Morgan Anderson, Sarah Mundy, and Emily Parsons are hereby appointed to serve as part-time temporary recreation aides for the year of 2026 to be paid at a rate of $26 per hour. So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Resolved that Catherine Brigham, Peter Miedema, Julia Weisenberg, and Stephanie Needham are hereby appointed to serve as recreation specialist instructors for the year 2026 to be paid at a rate of $30 per hour. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
I turn the page. Resolution 2026-49. Resolved that the following 2026 FIT membership fees are hereby approved. Daily pass, $20 a day. 1 month membership, $100 a month. Youth membership, ages 14 to 17, $50 a year. Shelter Island student domiciliary, free. College student membership, $100 a year. Volunteer EMT fire, $175 a year. Individual membership, $305 a year, 18 and up. And family membership, 2 adults up to 4 children, ages 4 to 24, living in the same household, $470 per year. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2026-50, resolve that Ashley Sandwall is hereby appointed to serve as full-time provisional account clerk for 40 hours per week for the annual salary of $65,000. As of January 2nd, 2026, with a probationary period of 26 weeks and hired to be paid hourly at a rate of $31.25 for training retroactively to December 26, 2025. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2026-51, resolve that the supervisor's designation of liaisons for the specified committees, boards, and in-house working committee are as follows. Do you want me to go through it? It is like, I can do it, but it's going to take a minute. So moved.
It's just that they're on file with the town clerk's office.
Yeah.
And online.
Yeah.
So moved.
And I have a discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just wanted to bring up that I know Supervisor, you had felt, and Ben, you had felt strongly that I'd be not on the Community Housing Board as a liaison. And I just want to say that I do think that that is a mistake. I want to just say that I have been part of 2 of the biggest programs in the last 30 years, which are still ongoing. And I think that the continuity is important. I know you feel vigorously that I not be there, but I just want to register that I think that it is a mistake.
As part of my rationale is always letting, like we did this with CPF last year when Gordon came on the board, is letting the committee find their footing on their own without town board, without town board, a strong personality. Gordon was a strong personality, you're a strong personality in all that you've done. Just find their footing and carry on. And then you are also now on the town board. So we are all responsible for making sure that community housing happens. And so we will have a say in everything.
I do hear that. I think that there is a lot of context, especially that is going to be missed, just kind of because both of these programs are mid-flight. So.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Myself.
Nay. Motion carries.
So there was one
1 nay.
1 nay.
I'll be with that.
It's me, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Resolution 2026-52, be resolved that Karen Bennett, Heather Fedora, and Jean Woods are hereby appointed to serve as shopping assistant drivers for the senior center for the year of 2026, to be paid at a rate of $25.72 per hour. So moved.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Resolved that the town board of the town of Shelter Island adopts let me just stop again. Resolved that the town board of the town of Shelter Island, that the retention and disposition schedule for New York's local government records, LGS 1, issued pursuant to Article 57-A of the Arts and Cultural Affairs Law and containing legal minimum retention periods for local government records, is hereby adopted for use by all officers and legally disposing of valueless records listed therein, and be it further resolved that in accordance with Article 57-A, only those records will be disposed of that are described in retention and disposition schedule for New York local government records after they have met the minimum periods described therein. B, only those records will be disposed of that do not have sufficient administrative, fiscal, legal, or historical values to merit retention beyond established legal minimum periods. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried.
Doing something else. Resolution 2026-54. And this is the last one. Okay. Resolved that Shelby Mundy, Town Clerk, and Linda Cass, Deputy Town Clerk, are hereby authorized to be the official signers of the Town Clerk's checking account held at JP Morgan Chase Bank, and be it further resolved that either authorized signer shall be permitted to sign checks drawn on said account. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. That ends the resolution section of our meeting, and we open it up to the public if there's any public comment. All right, and please state your name for the record.
David Gentile, resident. Respectfully, I have a procedural question regarding the vote on 2620. Since that measure appoints Supervisor Wilson to a position, isn't she ineligible, or shouldn't she recuse herself from voting on this measure? And in that case, there would only have been 2 votes in favor, and the motion did not carry. I just wanted to bring it up.
I am Amber Brock Williams, and the person being appointed is Amber Wilson.
Oh, I'm sorry. My apologies.
It happens all the time. I had someone yelling at me the other day, and I'm like, you need to start at the beginning, because I don't know what you're talking about. Then they realized, uh-oh.
Different
Yeah, different Amber, and of course you don't know what I'm talking about. I'll stop yelling. So, yes, no problem. Anyone else? Anyone on Zoom?
Someone.
I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't see your
Someone
hand.
behind you.
You were hiding behind it.
I was first hiding, but I.
Yeah, no, your hand
I
was hiding.
blocked.
Yes. Yes.
Bert Waite, 9 North Ferry Road. Just want to congratulate you, Liz and Amber and Meg for making it back, and you've come the first time. It's nice to have, fresh faces and some new continuity as well. But I just wanted to say that hopefully that you'll embrace some new ideas to the town, and not just some new policies that kind of move us forward. And specifically, maybe you'll look at B1 zone. You'll consider putting in some water into the center of the town, into the municipal buildings, and also some of the business uses and maybe might be non-conforming in the town have different ideas about how to use their properties, and maybe you can allow those uses to have a discussion and not get shot down, say, in the building department, and they can make it to the town board, and people can use properties in a way that's gonna help the island generally, okay? Thanks.
Thank you, Bert. Anyone else? Anyone on Zoom?
Anybody on Zoom?
Just Julie.
It's just us.
Yeah, except for Julie Lake. All right, I will entertain a motion to close the first meeting of the year.
I make a motion?
Oh, second, third,
All in favor?
fourth.
Aye. Thank you, everybody.
Shelby, I like this new format.
You do?
Right?
The little checky boxy thing.
Yeah, you can keep track yourself, but you don't have to.
No, that's okay. It happens all the time.
Names are just too
Yes.
close.
Yeah, someone's watching. That's good.